I said we got to get done, sir.
Welcome to the Conscious Party, where we feed your mind and spirit and have fun while doing so.
Greetings, I'm Jeffrey Hart, one of the hosts of the Conscious Party. Consciously speaking today, we'll be interviewing Ms. Maryam Muhammad. She is from Philadelphia, a graduate of Bartram Motivation, also a graduate of the Arts Institute right here in Philadelphia. She has gone on to become a businesswoman and entrepreneur, starting her own company, the Maryam Mark Company. Now, what does that company do? Here she is. Maryam, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Tell me about your company, because I know there are 4 elements that you use in what you produce. Tell the folks what it's about.
Well, Maryam's Marketing Company offers graphic design, event planning, journalism, as well as advertising.
Okay, let's get into what I think might be one of your major components, graphic design, because I've seen some of your work. So tell us about why yours is so special.
With graphic design, I tried my best to make sure that we use a psychological reasoning when we create our designs, so that we're not just making sense mentally, but we're also making sense financially for our clients to drive traffic so that they can sell whatever their products are and services that they have.
And I guess that leads you into the advertising part of your company?
Yes.
Explain the advertising.
Well, with it still carries on to the same philosophy. We use psychology a lot, the psychology of selling, the psychology of color, the psychology of placement, so that we are continuously attracting our client base to resell whatever it is that our clients need, so that it makes a movement physically to let someone grab and want to buy from you from a mental standpoint, so it does trigger a finance.
So you kept saying you use the psychological.
Yes.
I wanted you said is to draw people in. So you psychologically are looking at the design and then going to do the advertising with the client to make sure that it draws the people.
Yes.
Wow. There are 2 more components to your company, and we're going to talk about those components when we come back after these messages.
Hello, I'm Anthony Edmund Pinckney, founder and president of the Edmund Pinckney Scholarship Foundation. I would like to tell you about the scholarship that we award to students. The first scholarship is the Kathy Jones Scholarship, which is given to students that have maintained a 3.0 GPA in science for the last 4 years. The second one is the Carol Merrill John Lay Award, which is given to students that have improved in math and English over the last 4 years. The next scholarship is the Edmund Scholarship, which is given to a student that is ranked number 14 in the graduating class. The last scholarship is the Greg Marshall Scholarship, which is given to a student that is highly ranked in special education. If you wanted to contribute to the Edmund Pinckney Scholarship Foundation, you can, or contact us for information, you can contact us at 267-974-9451 or Edmund Pinckney Scholarship at yahoo.com.
Hello? Hey, what are you doing? Nothing online. What are you doing, watching YouTube videos?
No, I found this really cool website called Career Educational Pathways. I'm visiting colleges online. Hey, I'm at your business center. Yeah, I'm going for an interview, so I'm a little nervous, so I'll call you back.
Pathways.
Welcome back to the Conscious Party. I'm Jeffrey Hartman, the host here. My guest is Ms. Maryam Muhammad. She owns the company Maryam Mark and Company, which is a designing company, an advertising company, an event planning and journalism company. And those are the 2 segments we did not get to. The event planning and journalism. Explain your event planning and what events you plan.
Over the years, we've done several events. The last event that we did was the 200 donation drive, where we created a drive for fire victims on the block, Grand Block campus. We set up about 6 or 7 locations, and the drive is backed by Councilman Kenyatta Johnson. locations within our district, and collected from canned goods, household items, as well as clothing. And a lot of the events was all around town, from South Philly, West Philly, Southwest Philly, and just drove traffic to different locations to make it. We also do wedding planning as well.
Now that's what your company does, but I just wanted to get in a little bit about, so these were someone within your neighborhood on your block that been burned down?
Yes.
Okay, because this also speaks to how communities can come together. Tell me a little bit more about how that came about and what you did. Was it a whole family?
It was 3 homes. They were, their houses were firebombed on purpose. It was intentional, which made it worse. So it was 3 houses burned to a crisp on January 2nd, which is also my birthday. So I was out at another event. I host events, social networking events as an entrepreneur. So I was having my networking party that particular night, and I got several calls from people thinking they were wishing me birthday wishes, and instead they thought my house burned down. The news came out, they were taken in front of my house, so everyone assumed my house was burned as well. And from there, I started a donation drive under donation drive.
That is fantastic, and the reason I wanted you to talk about that is because I think that's an inspiration for the Conscious Mind Party. When we're talking about how we can come together as communities, and you just made a great example, even though you have a company that is doing event planning, how anyone within their community can come together and rally around something that needed to be rallied around with the devastation of the fire in the community. Let's talk a little bit about the journalism part of Maryam and Company.
Okay.
Tell me about the journalism piece.
With journalism, I've been a writer all my life. If I wasn't writing, I was sketching. And I also wrote in high school for the Southwest Globe Times as well as for the Washington Times paper. And I currently write for the art as well as blog. So with that, I write about art history, and I try my best to tie in legal advocate or legal examples for artists so that we're more conscious of how to protect our work. And it is doing really well.
Now you started out in 2003, and then in 2013, what was the big thing that happened for you?
I created my LLC. I actually legalized my business, so it was like a big step for Maryam's Market Company. I was really, really excited and happy to file my papers and send off my everything to make it serious. I guess
You're a
full-fledged
full-fledged company, ready, and have your license and all. And that is graphic design, event planning, advertising, and journalism.
Correct.
This is the person you want to know. We always like to bring you young, aspiring individuals with the Conscious Party, those who are within our community who are thinking consciously and bringing it to our community. And Maryam, you're to be commended for the work that you're doing as a young person. Continue to do the great work. And I know on behalf of many communities, I thank you for what you did in the drive to help those who have been suffering from bad fire. And from that led to further our company. Great ideas for all of you out there. I'm Jeffrey Hart. Stay tuned with those good brothers who are coming up with Weekend of Peace.
I said we got to get conscious.
I'm Steve. Do you like what you're seeing? Would you like your message as part of the Conscious Party show? Well, send us your information at theconsciousparty@gmail.com.